If you want less and you live on less, you become richer in life. And that's what we're going to be talking about, how you can aim towards time freedom and financial independency. And it all starts with how you control your money and what you don't spend money on. But before we get into it, I want to share something funny with you. Well, I found it funny. So I went to record this video in the country. I headed out. It was incredibly windy and I thought, I'm going to roll with it. We'll carry on filming and my editor can do his magic with the audio. So I filmed the entire video. So I've already done this. I've had to come home, come to the bottom of the garden because I thought well, you can see I'm already wrapped up and I'm just going to refilm it straight away. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and just redo it. I filmed the entire video to realise after I had a bit of food on my mouth from when I went and got lunch at my friend's cafe straight after training. So just a funny story for you. I've already done this video and I'm doing it again. So I'm just gonna run with it. So real wealth, what is that? And can it be obtained by you watching this video? Yes is the answer, because let's just dive into the definition of wealth. And certainly from my angle, like how I believe wealth is obtained and really what that means. Wealth whispers. For starters, anyone that I know that is within my social circle that has done incredibly well, and I'll quote him actually, and he'll love this, Andrew Holbert, which is a good friend of mine. He sold a company called Pareto. He sold it for more than $100 million and he is incredibly wealthy, very, very wealthy. The man is so humble. And the thing that really matters in his life is his family and going out with his kids and doing the school run and the simple things in life. That is wealth. And one thing I'm trying to do on this channel is to remind you, you don't need £10,000 a month. You don't need a fancy car. You don't need a big mortgage. I have so many people that say, Aaron, you know, I'd love to live on less and I would love to have this and this and this and this, but where I live, it cripples me. You know, the cost of living is so expensive. And I hear you. And I hear them, but the answers are still in front of you. Well, if you can't afford where you're living, move, downsize, make adjustments. Real wealth is being able to get up in the morning without an alarm clock. Real wealth is being able to go to the gym at 9:45 after the rush hour when the gyms are empty. It's about 360 control of your life, socially, professionally, personally, mentally, and being able to have an impact on all the different areas of your life. That is where true wealth lies. It's not about how many zeros you have in your bank account. I recently did a podcast with my mentor and my very good friend, Jason Greystone. He earns far more money than me. So much more. But the competition isn't about who has more zeros in the accounts. There's a level of respect and there's this, you know, we're both equals because we both have flexibility. We both have freedom of movement, of using our time, who and where we go and what we actually do. That's real happiness. That's real contentment. And you can have that. But things you need to identify and avoid are being sucked in on social media of marketing adverts and thinking, I need to buy that because of how I want to be perceived and look to other people. Why do people get crippled and sucked into and suppressed by jobs? Because they need the money. They are at mercy to an employer because they have consumer debt. They have bought things that they can't afford. They have gone on holidays on credit cards. The lack of money management is what keeps you so far away from financial independency. Financial freedom is not a set number. Financial freedom isn't a goalpost that you hit or you meet and then that's it. Financial freedom and sustainability is being able to manage what you have, live on less, save and invest the rest, and create your own independency. And at this point of the video, again, I've said it in others, I challenge every single one of you to make between £50 and £100 or $50 and $100 per month just on your own. We have a superpower machine, an incredibly powerful tool in our pockets, which is the phone. You can make £50, £100 plus a month by using this device. And every single one of you has access to it. So please start using what we have in our pockets, at our fingertips, freely accessible to learn, evolve. And then the second part of this is then managing that money. Now, if you search on YouTube, Aaron Knightley bank accounts, and I'll have it pop above my head to give you a hand. Go check out how I manage my money. I've been featured in many, many papers. I suppose I'm an old man or ahead of my time, you know, in terms of how I manage my money, is that I'm not a big spender on materialistic things. I'm sitting here in a fleece that I've had for 8-9 years from my old workplace. This was from my old job. I still keep this fleece because I like it. It keeps me warm, it's comfy. I don't spend money on materialistic things because the people that matter most to me in my life, they don't care what I wear. Let me give you a reality check. I watched a video where it was a pastor or pastor, however you say it, the guy, you know, who within a church, who basically saw over 1,000 deaths, was at the deathbed of many people, over 1,000 people to be precise. And I watched this video, this is on YouTube. You can type in like, pastor talks about 1,000 deaths, something like that. It was on YouTube. And he said he's seen over 1,000 people pass away in their final moments. None of them asked for their material possessions, their assets, their cars. None of them asked for someone to bring in their art collection. None of them asked to bring in their Rolexes. What they would talk about is how they wish they'd have been a better person, a better father, a better mother, a better brother, or a better sister. They would have helped more people, experienced life more. That is typically what people talk at the end of their life. Remember, we come in with nothing and we leave with nothing. Now, let me get you thinking about how managing your money actually eradicates a lot of mental health problems. So I'm doing a full deep dive video on this in another video, but I'll give you a little insight. I have many people every single week say to me, Aaron, I'm being bullied. I'm about to go into a HR investigation meeting. Any advice? I get all these types of questions on DMs, emails, across the board, on all social media platforms. I get a lot of people asking for my advice, naturally because of the content that I create. And here's what I want to say to everyone, every single one of them, this is what I want to say. You wouldn't be bullied if you had money in the bank. No one in the workplace would ever be harassed if they had money in the bank. So now let's do an exercise between me and you. If you have ever experienced workplace problems, I have, and I'm sure you have as well. So if I was to put $100,000 or pounds into your bank account, when you go into work tomorrow, will you put up with being disrespected, devalued, picked on, singled out, micromanaged, a carrot dangled, and maybe your job threatened in a certain way? Would you sit in a performance review being told that you're not good enough and you need to step up your game if you had 100,000 in the bank? I know the answer is no, because you have money there supporting you. You have a runway, you have comfort, you have an escape. And that's really what the core of all of my messages come back to, really, is that for you to become whole and authentic and stop pretending, stop being a character, stop keeping up with society and the Joneses, is when you manage your money and you can evolve, you can grow, you can develop as a person, but remain humble throughout that growth. That is where true happiness and contentment lies. Going back to what I said at the beginning, is that true wealth whispers, it doesn't scream. Wealth doesn't need to flex. The most, you know, I've met a lot of people in my life now and I deal with a lot of people, and you might resonate, you may even agree with me. I find a lot of the people that flex materialistic items are typically quite insecure. That is what I have found across the board, is that when I've met a lot of people that like to show off, talk about job titles, they're an investment banker, they do this, they do that, and at times you don't even ask them what they do, you don't ask what they have, but they're very willing to show and they're very forthcoming in saying, well, I have this, and you know, blah blah blah. That typically lies with insecurities. There's typically deeply rooted problems that person is not content with who they are. And my outlook on life as a whole, I mean, look, obviously I've had to come back to the house to film this, but it's currently 1:46, nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm at home with my family and I could just sit here. Like after this YouTube video, I'll be honest with you, I might just sit here for 10, 15 minutes doing nothing. You probably can't hear it, but I can hear the birds. On cue, there's a bird, you might be able to hear that one. And I'll just sit down here, just chilling, not really thinking about a lot, just this is where I feel at peace. Like this to me is wealth. But I would lose all of this. And people do lose the opportunity to do this, control, freedom on my terms. I'm not having to ask permission. I don't need to be anywhere. Like, this is a life by design, a life by choice right now. If I was to spend money and flash the cash, and my businesses were to make money and then I was to go and spend all of it, I wouldn't be able to have this level of contentment, sustainability, independency. I wouldn't be able to have this. If I was to go and buy Gucci, Louis, Stone Island, you know, all the time, buy those labels, I'd have to question myself. For who? Why? For what? Does it really matter? Does it validate me to other people by owning expensive clothes? I did have one person a long time ago, and I find this a real shame. This is the younger generation, and this is why I feel like it's important for people who are slightly older. You know, I'm 33, but I feel it's important for me to put these messages out there because the younger generation may see it. Is that I actually had someone on my TikTok live stream, this is about over a year ago, said, Aaron, I could get on board with you more if you owned a Porsche. That's the God's honest truth. I actually had that on a live stream. So someone could get on board with my messages about entrepreneurship and, you know, making your own money online if I had a car like a Porsche. What does that say about where we're heading? So I need to go and buy or rent or finance an incredibly expensive vehicle to then validate to someone else that, well, that's success. It's really not. Life is much more than assets and owning items. You know, this could be the whole question of, do you rent a house? Do you save up for a mortgage? I think the landscape has dramatically changed. I think anyone watching this, if you don't own your home outright now, I would say go rent. Renting isn't dead money. It's flexibility. It's liquid. It's fluid. You're able to move. You're not tied. You haven't got all your money tied up in a building. And some people might say, well, you know, security in owning your own home. I don't know, that's for a whole nother video, I suppose, because I have very different views on property now. I don't, you know, it's a game for the ultra rich. It's not for the lower or middle class. It's really not. Tough game, tough cookie is property. But again, another video. Let me say this, you are much, much closer to wealth as long as you understand the true definition of it. It's not about how much money you have. Wealth is how you live your life. And if you're happy and authentic and you don't have mental health problems, if that's you, you're winning. You're almost like 3/4 of the way there. You're nearly done. You've cracked the code. You are much closer than what you think, but you need to manage your money correctly. Saving is not dead. It's not boring. It's a necessity. You must save to buy yourself levels of comfort. Think about you're investing into your equity freedom or freedom equity. Every time you save a bit of money, you're buying yourself comfort. You're bringing yourself one bit closer. The more you save, the more you invest, the less problems you have to put up with in the workplace. I've explained it. You should understand that now. A lot of problems stem from not having money. Get your money together and life becomes so much easier. Money is not the root of all evil. It is a necessity. It is a tool. It is a vehicle to take us from point A to a better point B, whatever that might be for you. I also want to take the time actually to say to you, with the amount of feedback, with the amount of comments, with the amount of people asking for my direct help, I, of course, can only help so many people. I will be talking about this a little bit more, but I want to mention it now. Exitnine.ai, our logo will pop up on screen now. I am incredibly excited to announce that in April 2026, next month, we are launching the most unique, supportive, guided, life road mapping platform, tool, software to help you go from a 9-to-5 to building your own brand or business, to finding a fulfilling career which you can survive and thrive in, to be able to manage your money, to have a look at your life from a 360 angle and improve all elements of it, giving you a time frame, accountability, and again, a designed roadmap tailored to your home life and everything else from the time management, your financial management, your social circle, how to improve, what areas to work on, and having an AI driven and powered coach off of my outlook on life and the way that I do things, that is going to be available. If you want access to that when we launch, simply get in touch with me on Instagram at Aaron Knightley Official or drop me an email at hello@aaronknightley.com with the word exit and your best email, and I will put you on the launch list. It's a monthly subscription. It's about 60p per day. It's peanuts, but it will change many, many lives. I've taken it upon myself to go ahead and build this with my business partner because I can only help so many people on a one-to-one basis, consulting or however it might be. But now I'm taking it upon myself to help the masses. And by building this software and this AI-powered coach, I'm able to do that. And if you want to be a part of that and you're serious about making a real transition from a life that may be assigned to you right now to one that you completely design around you and your family, and you want that 360 guidance, go and get yourself on the launch list for Exitnine.ai. You can also search Exitnine.ai on Instagram and drop us a follow there for all social updates and a bit of behind the scenes. But look, until next time, I'd love to know, are you building a business? And I would encourage every single one of you to take me up on the challenge of going and making your own £50 to £100 every single month and then manage that money. Invest it, save it. Don't go and spend it. Put it back into the business. Put it back into the brand. You know, go start a YouTube channel. My God, it's one of the best things I ever did. All of you could start a YouTube channel. Please, I encourage you to do it. Ignore anyone that says it's oversaturated. YouTube has only just begun. Look what they're doing. They're competing with Amazon Prime, Disney, and Netflix. That should tell you something. They are not going anywhere. They are here to take over. It is not oversaturated, but start now. Solve a problem, add value to people's lives for free, and the money will come back in waves, I promise you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, second time I've done it because of the mess up that, or the piece of food on my mouth from earlier, but you got to laugh. These things happen. Until next time, my good people, I'll see you on the next video, and yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until then, peace out.